right now in the Caribbean. You guys see Brian's sweet surfboard behind me, my little floating balls that you know, keep us feeling good and groovy. Welcome to the call, everyone. Welcome to our the branding workshop. This is actually round 2 of our branding, domination, storytelling, video marketing, and Facebook marketing workshop, guys. We commenced on Monday. We ended our call on Monday, and we had so many people that missed. Hold on one second. Okay, awesome. No worries. I'm going to start the recording. Wait one moment. This is really funny. Everyone will you guys are going to love this. If you know our family at all, you'll just love all the shenanigans that takes place. We're traveling, right? We're in Panama. We're in the Caribbean Sea, and we have our assistants. We have people all over the world, literally, recording and making sure things go off the best, and sometimes we got to make sure it's all running smoothly. So I'm going to rely on you guys today to help me out and make sure that you are seeing my screen perfectly well, and I will have my fellow partners here in crime help me out in making sure that we get your questions answered. So this is what I want you guys all to do. There is a question box on the right-hand side. I will not be checking that for the first half of our workshop today. I will be going back there. So if you do have any specific questions that come up, feel free to put those in there, because we have a really a special call today. Monday's call started, and we really dug deeply. And so what we're going to do, for those of you guys who are here on Monday, this is round 2, but there were so many people that missed the workshop. And we have a new rule. The way we're doing things now. Our new rule is there are no more replays. And we had over 100 messages, literally in our inbox, in our Facebook mess box saying, Rhonda, where's the replay? Well, there's going to be no replays. And the reason why is because you get it better live, and better things and greater things happen when you're live. So what we decided to do is to switch it up and bring it here today on the East Coast at 2 o'clock. Whereas our last one was at 7 o'clock. So if you guys are here on Monday, you're going to learn something new today. Myself and my partner are going to jump on out here and really share with you guys some things that you may have already heard before, but everyone deserves to hear more. And to really get this piece so that you can build an incredible online presence, an incredible business. And if those of you guys don't have a business yet, you might start getting some great ideas and might start thinking, gosh, I really think I want to work with you on more of a one-on-one basis. And I'll show you how we can do that at the end of the call. But today, guys, I'm all about value. All right? So everything that I'm going to be teaching you guys today is going to be pure value. So get your pen and paper ready and get your speed ears on, because I talk a little bit fast, but you guys will get exactly what I'm saying, because you're going to feel the vibration. And the reason why I do everything that I do, if you are very new to following our family, many of you guys, I know your names, it's so awesome, but gosh, there's so many that I've never even heard of your names before, and that's awesome. It's because we were connected somehow in some way, and you probably saw a similar image like this of my amazing family, and this is my why. This is why I do what I do every day, and this is also why I have no problem with shooting a webinar for 3.5 hours on Monday and then doing another one right again here on Wednesday for the rest of you that missed it, and for those of you guys that want to get a little bit more action. So if you guys have a list, or if you're on your Facebook page right now, you might want to say, hey, get on over here and check out what the Unstoppable family is going to be sharing today, because we're going to teach you some great stuff. And if you guys want a business, you have your own team, absolutely get them on here today. Stuff that I'm going to share with you guys is going to be very valuable to your business and to your team's business, because I know my group, when I teach my students or those that work with me, their businesses transform because they now start to look at the way they do things very differently. And everything that I do each and every single day, guys, is because of these two people right here. And the little girl on my lap is the very one that I made a vow to 9.5 years ago, and I told her I'd never put her in daycare. And there's a lot of moms on here. I know I work with a lot of women, but a lot of dads too, right, that have visions and they have their own vision. And I made that vow that I would never put her in daycare, and I would find a way to leave my corporate position. And I was able to do that by using the internet. And it's awesome, right, to think that we can do that. But there's some ways that you have to learn and you have to get down before you can actually start creating this lifestyle, this life that you really want to live online, right? So I'm going to get rocking. This part I'm going to go a little speedy, so if you guys are cool with that, hold tight, because we're going to share with you guys some amazing stuff by the end of the call if you stay to the very, very end, because remember, no replays are going to be played today, but we've got some really awesome stuff to be sharing with you because we have a whole new curriculum happening. But as I was mentioning before, we've been in this industry working online for over 9.5 years, have generated a multiple 7 figures in the online space, not only teaching and doing what we do every day by being partners and affiliates with other companies, but by also offering our own programs, products, workshops, you name it, because we've been able to create an incredible presence for ourselves. And we built all of our businesses from the ground up. In fact, there's some secrets I'm going to share with you guys tonight, or today, it's actually today now, that it will help you transform your business as well, and you'll be able to apply them today. All right, so the stuff that I'm teaching you guys today, you're going to be able to apply today. And if you have this vision, like we have of traveling around the world, well, you're going to be able to really get that feeling of how you can do that too, because we've been actually traveling now for 5 years. And we've created a brand that is recognizable all over the world. Now, you guys might see in the upper left-hand corner, I do have an image of our Unstoppable Family brand. We started off actually as a different branded image. I didn't really know anything about my business, about a brand. I didn't know anything about presence. And I just had a kind of a vanilla style branded name. And now our Unstoppable Family brand is recognized and recognizable all over the world. We have been walking through places like Mexico, Puerto Rico, Panama, where we are currently, and people have said, wow, you're the Unstoppable Family. In fact, we were in Morocco. Remember that, Brian? Brian's over there in his hammock office. You guys know where Brian works if you've ever seen the way he works. It's hilarious. I'm not going to show him right now, but at any rate, I will show you guys this, though. This is what's super cool. This is what I want you guys all to get, how cool it is, what you can do. Look at this. This is my view right here, right outside my office. It's a gorgeous sailboat. It's rush hour. See, rush hour traffic has started. I just love showing that because it really allows you guys to see the vision of what can really happen when you really get focused and you create this foundation, which I'm going to share with you guys tonight. But we had a guy in Morocco. It's really funny. We are standing, getting ready to order something, and this guy's like really close to me. I'm thinking, why is this guy so close to me? And all of a sudden he's like, hi, are you the Unstoppable Family? And it was so cool because he's this big, huge, buff surfer guy, and I'm like, well, yes, we are. And it was really cool because I actually thought he knew a friend of ours, and that's why he approached us. Lo and behold, he had actually seen us online, and he saw us on Facebook. So if you guys are getting the hint, we're going to dig and teach you guys some Facebook methods tonight. They're going to blow you away. Because once you get these couple things, it will truly reform your business if you already have a current business. Now, I know you guys probably know the guy in the top left. You've seen the book, The 4-Hour Workweek. Tim Ferriss is, we actually have met him personally. We were one of his highlighted video testimonials on his fan page for several years because we actually followed the methods of the 4-Hour Workweek. And when I met Tim, I said, you know, Tim, gosh, everything that you showed me, look what we're doing. We're living. It had been 3 years since we had been traveling. I'm like, gosh, you taught me so much. He's like, no. It has nothing to do with me, Rhonda. You guys took what I taught you and you applied it. See, because 90% of the people, and he told me this exact testament from Tim, 90% of the people that take my book, or 90% of the people that I even teach right now, the things that I share with you right now, will never apply them. So they think it doesn't work or it's a scam, right? But he said, you guys applied it, and that's why you guys are where you are today, and that's why I love seeing and knowing people just like you. And it was really cool because I basically made Tim Ferriss crazy, right? I would always be on his blog and say stuff to him and go to his Facebook page and posting things up and sending him video testimonials. And if you haven't done that yet to your favorite artists or authors or people that have inspired you, did a video testimonial for them, that's a nugget number 1. That isn't even included today. That's a bonus nugget. Do it, because on YouTube, on Facebook, and you tag them, they will see it. And I walked up around the corner, and Tim Ferriss goes, whoa, hello, Rhonda Swan from the Unstoppable Family. And my jaw dropped, right? I freaked out because here's Tim Ferriss knowing who I was and using my brand. And so it was super exciting. So as you can tell, guys, it works when you have a recognizable brand and you just go crazy with it, right? You don't have to be crazy like me, but you can feel the energy that I'm giving off today, and I wanted to make sure that all of you guys can feel that vibe. And on the bottom right here, guys, is Chris Kibo. We were a featured story in his book, The Art of Nonconformity, because he teaches people how to set your own rules and live the life that you really want and how to change the world at the same time. And he found our family. We didn't even know we were in his book. We were told by some of our followers that when we were in San Diego, said, wow, you were in his book. And sure enough, we got to meet him, and it was really inspiring. So the more we can get inspired, the more we love to inspire, right? But guys, another little tidbit here, what we're going to be sharing with you guys today is how we have generated over literally thousands and thousands and thousands of leads on Facebook. Utilizing the techniques that we're actually going to share with you today. My partner is going to come on out, and he is well known within the industry, and he's going to share with you guys some exact techniques that you can utilize Facebook right now and how we have used Facebook to generate thousands of leads, hundreds a day actually. And the coolest part about what I love about Facebook, guys, and what I love about when people know who you are, is then you're a warm lead, right? You're a warm lead. You're someone that knows who we are. And so when I generate a lead on Facebook, it's a totally different lead. It's something so different. So that's what we're going to show you guys today. You're going to take so many nuggets from today. But before I keep moving on, I need to ask my my business partner in crime, my husband over here, am I looking and coming through clearly? Rock and roll, thumbs up, awesome. And here's a picture of my business partner, Brian and I, with Jubril Agoro, who's going to be jumping out at the very end of the call. Jubril, guys, he really doesn't need any introduction, but if you don't know who he is, I want to share with you a little bit about him. And if you want to, you can actually kind of look him up while we're talking. Mr. Think Outside the Box. Jubril has been partners with us for over 5 years. We've actually started working together in the same industry from day one. From 9.5 years ago, we started working together. Jubril is responsible for helping generate over 7 figures in 2013 alone, using just Facebook methods and those Facebook techniques that he's going to share with you today. He's going to give you he's going to give you as much as he can. Actually, I'm going to give you guys as much as I can. We're going to stay on target today, no longer than 90 minutes. That will be my vow, all the way until the day I just click it and say we're done. So you're going to get nuggets that full time. But Jubril consistently will generate hundreds of leads each and every day by utilizing Facebook. And what we are at right now, we turn every $1 in marketing into $8 or $12. That is our exact stats right now. And Jubril's actually, he's going to open up our account to share with you guys how that happens. But guys, this is the thing. When you learn from the right people, your business can be transformed. So today I want to share with you that you're going to be learning from the right people, right? And you're in the right place. If some of you have said, all right, seriously, how the heck are you guys doing it, right? First off, because people want to know. They always ask us, why were you on my Facebook feed? Why was this story about you and Tim Ferriss on my Facebook feed? Why was this story about you and your family traveling on my Facebook feed? Why was this video that you shot? Come on, there's a reason, right? There's a reason why we were there. It is because we know how to target you. You probably like 4-Hour Workweek. You probably like Tim Ferriss. You may like Traveling. You may like so many of the things that we target. Allie Brown, Lisa Sasevich. These are my mentors that I use. So you're in the right place. You're saying, how do I keep getting in front of me? So we're going to show you how we get in front of you guys, but also how we've been able to travel. Also, you might be asking yourself, okay, I want to survive in the social era. And I want to master the hottest. And it really is one of the, but it is the right now. And Jubril will tell you a little bit about why it is the hottest marketing techniques available today. How you can stand out in the sea of marketers and be recognized by your followers, guys, and learn the elements of hypnotic storytelling. Now, you guys can give me a hand raise if you have been on my Facebook page or your timeline and seen a story that I have written, or that my partner, actually, Jubril, has helped us really construct that hypnotic story so that people are like, wow, this is amazing. I really want to keep reading what they have to say, whether it's on Facebook, maybe it's on my blog, maybe it's on email. It's because we've mastered storytelling, and we're going to dig into that today. But on Monday, I dug deeply on storytelling, so I'm only going to touch on storytelling today. And I'm going to skip and go to another massive piece of value for those of you guys that were there on Monday. And those of you guys that were not there on Monday, well, you guys are going to get a little niblet about storytelling today. And then we'll show you guys how we can do it a lot deeper coming up very soon. Lastly, if you guys want to have a presence that no one else has, generate leads for $1, under $1 even, and use the exact same techniques that we use. You want to create a product of your own. Some of you guys are like, I really want a product. You know, I've written several ebooks, and now my branding workshop has become a product of mine. But there's ways that you guys can really start doing it now by creating value that you have and start turning it into a product of your own. And that's something that I love to do. In fact, I've got, I don't know, probably at least a handful, if not a dozen of people that have been part of, worked with me directly, have already written their first and second ebooks. They're creating their own audio programs or audio products because they're valuable. And that's how you can take your life, guys, and bring it online, right? Because so many people are like, I have a yoga studio, I sell shoes, or I have a restaurant, or I am a Muay Thai kickbox coach, or I do this. You can take that stuff online, and there's a way that you can actually do it by still keeping yourself on the ground, but then slowly bringing it online. And we like to call it, what Tim Ferriss says, is your muse. Learn how to reduce all the moving parts in your muse and start making money with it. So if you want to have purpose in your business and create an online presence, that's what we're going to rock out with. So, house rules. You can exit now if you have a get-rich-quick mentality. Okay, that's flat out. That is not the way we run things. We teach you foundation, how to build a long-lasting, multiple six-figure business, if not more than that, of course, because, you know, results are not typical, but I'm not a typical person, and I don't think you are either, because you would never be wasting your time listening to a wild and crazy chick like I am, who's been traveling around the world for 5 years, quit my corporate job 9.5 years ago, if you had that kind of mentality, right? So no fake it before you make it mindset. We are flat out and we are transparent. That is another one massive nugget. Write it on your piece of paper. Be transparent all the time. There's no fake it before you make it. There's no, of course I've had results, right? And you're hoping that people will believe you, because I'm a believer in energy. And when I say, you're going to know if it's transparent, if it's real or not. You're going to feel it, because right now you're looking at me in my eyes, right? You know how pumped I am about this information. And so we're going to make sure that you guys learn that rule right now. You have to be real. There's no do nothing and get paid thinkers. That stuff is out of the, goes for the wayside. That here, let me throw in 20 bucks and make 100,000. Sorry, guys, it really doesn't. I've never seen it happen. I've never seen someone invest 20 bucks and do nothing, and hopefully they'll get paid. So at that rate, these are the house rules. Treadmill mindset, right? Don't just keep thinking, I'm just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm going to have different results. We're going to change your thinking today. We're going to change the way you do things today, and we're going to help you guys connect and make it happen. And if you're a naysayer, get the nay out, all right? Okay, so, all right, guys, listen, this is the deal. I'm going to get into my content now, but I want everyone to hear this now. I don't know, where you've been in your past, but I have been where you are right now, all right? Which means following what everyone else is doing, and I was drowning in a sea of marketers, okay? And you guys don't have to put your hand up, but you can go, yeah, I've been there. I swipe copy. Yep. I use other people's stories, and I never develop myself as a marketer. It's okay to leverage your mentors. It's okay to leverage people, but when we never develop our own muscle, our own mind muscle, and develop our own story, we fail. And if you've been doing that, because I was too, then we're going to show you how to change that and how to give you some confidence and some power as to how you really deserve to get your message out there. And of course, I want people to follow me, because people follow people that they connect with, that they feel valuable with, and they know have been there before with them, right? That are very similar. So you might decide that you want to, work further with me or learn from me, or just show up on my Facebook page all the time, or go to my blog because you like what I have to say. I only do that. I follow people like Allie Brown. I follow people like Lisa Sasevich. I follow so many different women that are true to what I value and what I believe in, because people connect with people, and I want to show you guys how you can become that person that someone's like, I want to work with you, because they don't necessarily ever. In fact, no, they never. We never buy the plane, we buy the destination. Now, if you've heard me use this example before, I want to reiterate it again, because it's extremely valuable when it comes to any business that we're talking about, whether you are a yoga instructor, or you're a fitness instructor, or you are whatever, a weight coach, I don't, whatever it is, or you're a business coach, right? people don't really care necessarily what the plane is. They just want to get to that destination. Like, for instance, here I am at the Caribbean. You might be able to hear this awesome, crazy noise of the Panamanians. It's political time, so they're driving through town right now with the big, loud speakers going on, you know, because that's their campaigning, and it's awesome, right? That guy is unique. He's branding himself. I love it. But you might be able to hear him. But there's a reason why, guys, I didn't care how I was going to get to Panama. I didn't care what plane it was. I didn't care what kind it was. What I cared about was the destination. And in marketing, we have to learn how to offer the destination, sell the destination, not the plane. And you do that by connecting with people, by sharing your values, by sharing what's happened for you, opposed to just flicking at them a link about your product or about your company. In fact, there's an example. I had a girl today. I actually know her, and she said, "Hey, Rhonda, hope you guys are doing great. You know what? I know we're not getting any younger, but I just joined this company, and they've got some great products. Look at all these amazing statistics on how they help you reduce your aging, reduce your aging. Just take a look at it. I hope you want to buy something from me." And I'm like, "Oh, you need to join my workshop, sister." Because all I want to do is I want to look younger, right? As you're getting older, right? You want to be ageless. So instead of her just selling me the product, she could have told me about how her skin has improved and showed me pictures of her, or told a story about how she had skin cancer and now it's changed, right? And then people are like, "Wow, you had skin cancer and it's changed, or your sunspots have changed, or man, you don't see your wrinkles anymore, you don't have to buy Botox anymore." See, that's the kind of hypnotic storytelling that people buy. They buy the destination. They don't give a crap about what product it is, because there's a million of them out there. There's a million remedies out there. Just as one of my past mentors, Mike Dillard, said, people don't buy the drill. They buy the hole. All they want is the hole. They don't want the drill. So if we can show them that we can offer them a hole, right, or the destination, they'll buy whatever drill and whatever plane you got to offer. You with me on this? So let's rock and roll, shall we? Okay, I'm going to share with you guys an article. It might look a little small on your screen, but this is an article that was produced by Forbes discussing about the statistics of home-based business in America. Now, there's some really amazing statistics on here, and I want to highlight them because the way that the world is changing, right? When the internet came out, when I was, you know, the guy that Brian went to school with, he helped create Netscape and the World Wide Web. And the internet really, we were just in college, right? So the internet really wasn't too big until I started to really get into my workforce. And I started to look at the internet. Man, there are people that are working online, and I got to get a piece of that. Because I knew that there was something going to be bigger. There was something growing with this internet business thing that I had to connect with and had to be part of. And so these are some pretty radical statistics that I highlighted here. Every 12 seconds, a new home-based business is started. That's ridiculous. Every 12 seconds, 38 million home-based businesses are in the United States alone. 70% of them will succeed in their first 3 years over and above the 30% of regular businesses. Now this, guys, is a statistic that I want to point out because I know that you guys, you might be working online already, you might already have a business, or you might not. But you need to see this because you could be one of those naysayers who are like, I just want to hear what they have to say because I think it's ridiculous. This online business stuff doesn't really work. People fail. And the reason why people fail is because they quit and because they actually don't treat it like a real business. And what I learned when I began in this industry was if I treated it like a real business, if I actually put some skin in the game and I decided to give it some time and to learn and to focus how to build it, then I would be successful. Sure enough, 9.5 years later, it's happened. But there's a reason why 30% of regular businesses do fail. It's because there's such a high investment in typical brick and mortar businesses, and people don't have, they just don't have the energy, nor do they have the funding to keep it going. And what I love this stat is that 44% of home businesses are started for under $5,000. That's pretty remarkable. If you consider spending $5,000 and it can yield you even just the income that you're currently making from work. I mean, just that alone, just that idea alone, that you can just replace your income and just be home every day, blew me away when I heard about it. And if you can even make up to 100,000, if not multiple hundreds of thousands, if not into the millions, right, like we have, That's ridiculous statistics. So you want to really look at this and give yourself some time to know that the investment that you can make in a home-based business, guys, can truly change the way that you're doing things. And of course, 70% of Americans want to be self-employed, right? That's what we're built on. And $420 billion per year is made in the home-based business industry, is made. Who wants a slice of that pie? I do, right? That's why I do what I do, and that's why I'm here with you today on my Wednesday afternoon in front of the Caribbean. It's about 89 degrees right now. I could be swimming in the sea, but I'm here because I care, because I know what working for yourself and getting this information can do for you. These are just a couple highlights because I'm going to focus on these exact areas today. One is video content. Forbes, I pulled this highlight out of the article. In Forbes mentioned that in the past, using text updates or photos were sufficient. Businesses at this point, it's indisputable that they have to use video. And online stores and videos offer a very unique selling opportunity. And it costs little or no additional time outside of just a basic video, guys. Literally, my iPhone 5 has become, you know, my best HD video camera shooting. You know, I shoot videos almost every day to connect with my audience. And video's where it's at. And today, that's my, I'm going to give you a little hint out. I'm going to dig into video today because I dig deeply into story on Monday. But today I'm going to go through video. And Forbes says you got to do it, right? If you're not doing video and you're afraid, I'm your gal. Because I started day one before YouTube even came out and learned the rhythm of actually how to create video and how to get really used to doing it. And the people that I work with have never shot video before, and now they're rocking. In fact, I'm going to show you an example of a young lady who's from Serbia living in Sydney that did her first video and wrote her first story, hypnotic story, after taking and working with me. And I cried. I literally cried last night. It's no joke. Second is social advertising. Guys, there's no way anymore that we can argue that Facebook and our social media right now is the absolute best way to deliver not only your content, but deliver a message, to create a connection with your audience, guys. It is too big to ignore, Forbes says. Too big to ignore. If you're not on Facebook, stop now and get your tail right now and start logging in and creating an account. I call Facebook my office. I feel like I know most of you guys here today. I've probably seen you on Facebook. You've probably seen me on Facebook. You probably know me. You're probably not afraid of how crazy I am right now because you know what I do. That's what social advertising does, guys, and that's how it's going to change your business or just the way you offer. And digital couponing is one I really actually kept in here because even if you own a restaurant, a yoga studio, whatever it might be, Facebook has what's called offers. And digital couponing, really, ways that you can increase your presence of your fan page, and we're going to show you how to increase your presence or your fan page, get more people seeing what you have to offer by utilizing not only Facebook advertising, but this digital couponing, which is called offers. I have gotten more than 50,000 eyeballs on one of my ebooks alone, and I only spent $20 to boost it, but I didn't even spend the whole budget because there were so many people sharing it and taking the offer that over 43,000 people see my ebook, and it was really virtually for free. So this is the power of digital couponing. But what I love what the report says, guys, is that 35% of respondents found that these digital coupons or these offers helped them with their new ideas, and they made them essentially buy or discover something that they had never even thought about purchasing. Never thought about purchasing. See, that's the value of digital couponing and utilizing social media, and we are going to dig into it today. All right. Okay, so let's get this part out of the way. If you're thinking, I can't believe like the Untitled family, you have a reputation, you have a list. I have never worked online. I've been lied to before. This industry's a scam, right? I've bought products and people, you know, they're just garbage. They don't really do what they say. I know that because that happened to me a lot. That's why I do what I do today. And if you wouldn't know where to start, and I know that's a big deal, or have no idea how to market or advertise, this is the truth, flat out truth and nothing but the truth, right? So help me God, is that 9.5 years ago, guys, I had never worked in the internet. I did not know how to market, never shot a video, barely used email, and had no identity or brand whatsoever other than my name, Rhonda Swan, right? And 4 years into us actually starting our very first online business, we lost everything that we had and we started over. And we didn't have a list, but what we had was something extremely valuable that I'm going to share with you guys today. And it's these two things that I discovered that did transform not only my business from start A, but then when I started up again in start B, once I had these two little secrets, I was able to leave my job within 3 months. I did replace my income. I retired Brian from his job within a year, and I was able to build a business from the ground with no list. And this is hands down the absolute truth. Transparency is everything. That's why my eyeballs are looking at you right now. I'm going to give you my eyeball right now. And share the secrets. Let's do it. All right? Let's go through these secrets here. But before I do that, there are 5 key elements that every business needs, right? And if you guys own a business now, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you have to have these 5 key elements. And the number 1 is brand identity. A brand that is recognized in the marketplace as valuable, right? Not just your name, where you're just like, this is who I am, like me, valuable. A brand identity that's valuable. There's a reason, guys, why big brands, they give so much value, right? Why personal brands that you can name probably off the top of your head give so much incredible value, and you know who they are, right? It's because you see them as valuable. You need to have a brand identity that has something behind it, purpose behind it, a heartbeat behind it. Second is a blog. If you don't have a blog, you have to have one. A website or a lead capture page, certainly you have to have lead capture pages. That's how we create our list, which is number 4. But a blog, guys, is alive. A blog is alive. It's taken those old, flat pages where you used to be able to just put your stuff about your business on and just leave it. Blog's alive. It's updated. It's new. It can add a new video. And you have to have a blog. If you don't, I can help you get one, but that's not even the point. So the point is going to teach you how to utilize some of the content of how to really build it. 3 is leads. If you don't have people to talk to that are ready to buy, you have no business at all, right? 4 is a list. You have to have a way to communicate. You have to have a way that you are producing content, let's say it's on Facebook, and a way for them to go and opt in, just like you guys opted in to one of my lists, opted into a webinar list. That's why you're here today, because I communicated with you. I said, hey, the workshop is starting. Round 2 is started, right? That's how we communicate together. And last but absolutely not least, because it's the very end of the sequence that you have to have, is a marketing plan. You have to have at least 1 to 3 different forms of marketing that you can master. You can master. See, there's a lot of things out there. There's a lot of methods that people teach, but it may not be something that you personally can master. So you have to find what you can master. And the things that we're going to share with you today, I believe, are something that you can master. In fact, I know my business partners on this challenge to find an 8-year-old child and teach them how to place an ad right in front of them and how to generate leads. I think we might have a little bit of an issue with that on Facebook. You might have to be 18. But at any rate, we can do it, right? That's our plan. So this is the deal. I'm going to show you guys this right now. If you haven't seen this, I want you to hone in because I'm going to come closer. There's a reason why when I sent out my very first survey to my list that you guys said 2% said that you are overwhelmed and you really don't know where to start. And even if you have a great mentor or you have a great business, you still are getting lost in how to start. Why? There's a reason that is, guys. If you take a look, this is really the tree of internet marketing. And so once you develop yourself and bring yourself online, the whole tree is encompassed, right, with at the very top, learning to email market, right? Learning search engine optimization, social media, right? Even blogging, public relations, interacting with people, online advertising. It gets insane. How many of you guys right now are inside the top of that tree? You're digging into Facebook, you're digging into online advertising. Yeah, a lot of you. Okay, cool. Well, let's go down the trunk. At the very base, guys, there's a reason why our roots are at the base. And if you take a look, we're going to all focus down together, take a look at what's down at the very bottom, the root. Branding, content, relevant content that connects to the people, that connects to your audience, organized content, benefit-driven, right? There's that destination, not the plane. A clear, concise, branded message, something that's compelling, very focused, narrow, targeted, clear strategies, things that can convert, right? Attract people, having good research on your competition, knowing what other people are doing in your same niche, and having a good audience. Now, it's really interesting what I find, and the reason why I began teaching the way I do and what I'm going to share with you guys tonight is that those 4 core roots are what happens why you are 52% of you were overwhelmed or you didn't know where to start. It's because you start a business, you're very excited, and you start, I got a link, I got this, right? You're in hustle mode. You're in actually what I call fear mode because you're so afraid of what you're going to lose that you're just throwing things up as quickly as you can, and you're not looking at your online business with roots, with core. And that, guys, is where we're going to start today. And I'm going to help you guys, even if you're at the top already, bring you back to that foundation, to that core, because I'm going to tell you what. You get this down, your blogging content, your shared media content, the way that you advertise will be so simple. And who doesn't want it to be simple, right? We all want it to be easy. We want to just know who we are. Today, my brand always talks about freedom, right? That's what we talk about. And I know what I'm going to talk about all the time. I talk about my kid. I talk about travel. I never run out of stuff to talk about because I only got a couple things that I am core focused on. And you, my audience, are core connected to. It's really, really quite simple. And then we dig in, guys, and we share with you guys how to market. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to dig into brand identity and shooting video the proper way. I didn't add that into this slide because that was my slide from Monday. And then we're going to target marketing using Facebook PPC, pay-per-click marketing that is narrow focused. And my partner is going to jump on out here and show you guys how you can literally set up a Facebook advertisement with less than 5 minutes, a direct targeted focus once you know what your brand is and exactly what your niche is, and you can nail it out. And okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's get ready. Okay. All right. Okay. I always ask everyone this first. You may have heard me ask it a million times, and I'm going to ask it 1,000,001 time. Do you have a business birthmark, or are you still looking like everyone else is? See, I see people that don't have business birthmarks all the time that are in the online space, and they're doing their best, and they're trying to share their best, but they have zero core message, they have no personal brand, and they are not unique at all. They're looking like everyone else. But your business birthmark, right, here's Marilyn Monroe. I love her. I think she's super sexy. In fact, if you look really closely, I actually have a little teeny Marilyn Monroe birthmark, and I used to like pencil it in with eyeliner because I wanted one so bad. that's besides the point. But it's what makes you unique. It's what makes people stand out. My physical birthmark is my voice, right? My wild and crazy voice. Man, my business birthmark is the Unstoppable Family, and you can identify the Unstoppable Family's business birthmark everywhere because you see the stop. You know, everything that has that stop sign that says Unstoppable, that belongs to us. In fact, it's trademarked, right? So it has to belong to us because your business birthmark is going to allow you to be recognized out of the whole sea of marketers and creates a connection with your customers. If you guys know anyone online right now, you're like, oh yeah, they totally stand out. Duh, they've got a great brand, right? Or you might see some that are kind of vanilla, but you're like, I really like them. Man, they don't stand out as well. And I see that a lot. I see that about some great marketers that could be so much better. They just don't bring themselves out enough. So your core message and your brand will be represented like this. It's how your customers is going to view you on your blog, on Facebook, on social media, and the messages on your website. It's even your language, guys. Your brand has nothing to do with marketing. It really doesn't. It's all about you. It's about how you connect and what are values that you offer. And I look at my personal brand like my umbrella. If I could go get you my umbrella, I have one right over there. I was going to bring it. I forgot it because I love to be funny and have props. But my business umbrella is our personal brand, right? Once you have your personal brand, it encompasses everything, and then you can start expanding who you are and what you do as you grow in your business. For instance, your personal brand encompasses your company's products. If you're an affiliate of another company, no one should know about that. They should know about you first. It's about your brand, your umbrella. Your personal products that you might create, like ebooks, or maybe you might create an audio series or a video series, right? Personal products, value-based webinars, just like the one I'm doing. You may be a life coach or instructor and want to start creating value-based webinars. But first you have to have a brand that people are magnetically attracted to, and then you can encompass all those things underneath. See, again, what if we took off that umbrella, we moved the umbrella, and it was pouring rain? All that information is going to download on all your stuff, and people are not going to be able to see you. So look at your personal brand like your umbrella. This is what we're going to do. First, we are going to align ourselves between you and your prospect. Okay, this is what the things that we look at when we're creating our personal brand. Okay, we look at what aligns us, right? How are we connected? So you guys can actually ask yourself that exact question right now. How are you connected to myself, or how are you connected to the person that say that you bought a product from, or maybe started in your business with? There was a connection that you had with them, including commonalities that you have, like family, travel, right? Certain values that we have. Then we look at what are the problems that those people may have, right? If it's typically online, some people could be health, right? So there's oils that I bought from a friend of mine because I just absolutely love these oils because I know what they do for my body and for my child's body, right? So I wanted the oils. I didn't even care who had them. There's all kinds of different companies. Do you know who I bought them from? Bought them from my friend because she was representing them, and I knew what she believed in. I knew what her values were. See, it's huge, guys. When people, they buy something from you because they see how you're living, how you're presenting yourself, and how you're connected to them. And then if you have something in a way that you can solve them, now you've got a perfect integrity circle, right? A perfect wheel of integrity. And all of us should have a solution, right? You might have a solution, which could be an affiliate product that you offer. It could be a company. It could be a product that someone needs to buy, right? It could be you guys joining me in my workshop. Whatever it is, you have a problem that I can solve, right? I can solve a problem helping you guys have more freedom, have more time, be with your kid, learn how to brand yourself, learn how to market yourself, learn how to shoot video. See all that? All of us have problems that we want to learn from, and we have to be able to connect with people in a way that they feel the connection. Secondly, we look at creating a consistent marketing plan, and that's what Jubril is going to do. He's going to teach you how to do that and how your audience will crave you using Facebook. And I'm going to dig even deeper because I'm going to jump forward to my step number 3, which is typically, these are the 4 areas that we focus on how to really develop your brand. Your most marketable tool really is your story, then video, using email and congruent posts. On Monday, I highlighted how to create the foundation of a story. And your greatest marketing tool really truly is, guys, your story. That's where we start. That's where you begin. You learn to really master your story, excuse me, and you then will have everything fall in place. And there's an outline that I gave to everyone on Monday, and there's an even greater hypnotic storytelling outline that I give when I'm working directly with you guys, because it takes a lot longer to really dig through, because what we do is we really work together as to what's important in your story. What piece was so important in your story that you need to start with? Where do I actually start? Because a lot of people are afraid. They start talking about things that happened to them when they were a kid instead of getting right to the point as to when they made that critical decision, and then start inserting all that hypnotic languaging of why people are like, yeah, that was me. Yeah, I didn't want to put my kid in daycare either. Yeah, that was me. And my vulnerability piece that you've got, you want to connect with someone in a vulnerable way so they know you're real. And then, of course, we always have a call to action. So I'm not going to go through story today because I did that on Monday for those of you guys that were there. So if you guys weren't there on Monday, make sure that you stay till the very end so you can get that info at the very end of exactly my hypnotic storytelling download that you guys are going to be able to have access to. But now we're going to dig into is the power of video. Once you get your story down, you have to really know and understand what the power of video really is. Of course, Forbes shared it with us. You guys know why I love video. You know why right now you're watching me and why I have my video on, until, of course, the monkeys start pulling my cables apart. But the power of video, guys, can take your business to the next level, because what it does, it creates the know, like, and trust between us. You may not know who I am, but right now you're judging, you're wondering, you're starting to create a trust factor, do I like her, do I not like her, does she piss me off, do I like her, right? You're figuring that out, and that's what you'll do with your audience, or your audience, when you start shooting video. Second, it relates to your audience, right? It allows you to immediately share something that might be happening in your life, share, let's say, on Facebook or on YouTube or on your blog, And someone that gets there's like, man, that just happened for me, right? So the power of video is massive, and it allows you to be completely transparent. No more of this fake it before you make it, right? If you are buying stuff from people that are hiding behind a website, just buy now, buy now, buy now, it's not going to happen anymore. Those old school marketers, they're not going to have longevity in their business. And I want people to have a legacy for their family, feel good about what they're offering, and to be proud because they're transparent. We literally, I know this, have one of the absolute cleanest and the best names in the industry because of video. Because we give you guys everything that we've got. I tell you what I'm going to give. You see me flat out. You guys see us all over the world. You know we're not lying. I see, oh, and here's some more rush hour traffic, by the way. You guys might want to enjoy that. Little rush hour traffic is kayaks today. There's a whole slew of them. God, can you imagine having to go to work today for this little pattern interrupt for you guys? So it's transparency though, right? I cannot be telling you on this webinar that I'm sitting over the Caribbean and not be able to show you, right? Okay, so video also defines your market, who you really are, and what you like, right? It allows people to really see things that you have and what problems that you can solve. Because when you're speaking in a video, you talk directly to your customer. Right now, guys, I will talk directly to you, right to you, so that you know exactly the problems that I can solve for you. And that's the power of video. It's so amazing when you put up a video on Facebook and you learn how to market it. You guys might have seen my videos that I speak to powerful women because, of course, I was a corporate executive woman that wanted to maintain my income but not have to wear a robe every day and make pancakes all day, right? I still make pancakes every day. I don't wear a robe because it's too hot in the Caribbean, but I also make money, right? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep who I was and still keep my identity, but be able to work at home and be able to make those pancakes for my daughter. So I talk directly to them. That's what video will do for you, right? So what I'm going to go through right now is share with you guys my exact formula for content and structure. There is some things that I see that about 80% of marketers goof this up, especially when you're brand new. Even old marketers, they forget this exact structure. And guys, I'll tell you what, those of you that said you're overwhelmed, you're going to get to that core, and you're going to now be able to focus. You get your brand, you start rocking out your story, you start learning exactly what your values are and how to put them in video, boom, you start marketing them. Now we've got something that's called a business, and now you have people that really just want to know and they want to work with you because you've followed the formula. All right, here's our video content structure formula. Guys, I've had people pay a lot of money to work with me to get this information, so I want you guys to know right now, I'm giving it to you right out for free. Okay, you always want to open up your video with a hook, a great hook. I'm going to share with you what that is. The body of your video and a CTA, call to action. You might be hearing a lot of people say CTA, you may not know what it was, so I'm going to share with you what that means. Now, the reason why we dig so deeply into helping you understand what the hook is because it's really, you have about 3 to 10 seconds max to grab the attention of someone. And in fact, I know Jubril will be able to back me up on this because he's a YouTube master as well, is that in YouTube, there's been some statistics on YouTube that if you don't grab their attention in that first 3 seconds, someone will click directly off of your video. That's why using either video intro, quick little videos that are under like 5 to 7 seconds, people really enjoy that because it draws them in, or using a hook where you're opening up with enthusiasm, right? Your hook should have enthusiasm, right? You don't have to be as wild and crazy as me, but it should make people really connect to you. Ask a question and create a visual. This is really a huge one. Asking a question like, ladies, are you really sick and tired of having to drop your child off at daycare, right? They immediately get a visual. Or are you, would you like to be able to work from your pajamas every day? Or would you like to be able to jump in the sea every afternoon after you've worked all day long, you know, after in your house and your computer? We create a visual for people, right? Or we might utilize a keyword that we're targeting. Now, you're going to learn from our Facebook training that we utilize keywords to target specific stories that we write, to specific keywords, to specific people, just as you would in video as well. You'll use keywords like working home mom, right? That's almost a saturated keyword, but I might even say, hey, are you a mom that wants to work at home? And that's the exact video that I'm going to shoot, creating and utilizing that keyword. I'm talking directly to that person, but that hook immediately catches their attention because they might have just searched work at home mom, just like I did. I searched work at home mom, and a video popped up on a website, and a girl said, are you a woman that would like to work from home and be with their children? I'm like, yes. How the heck did she know? So when we ask a question, we create a visual, it really makes people feel connected to you. Next is, it helps you who you're really talking to, right? It helps them to understand who you're talking to, right? You might be like, hey, are you a guy that likes to surf? Are you a surfer? My husband, Brian, he does it all the time. Hey, are you a surfer? Heck yeah, I'm a surfer, right? Do you want to surf the world's best waves? So these are ways that guys' hooks create people's attention and grab them. It talks to them, and then it allows you to really write out your question even in that video. You can even put the question right along the front of the video as your hook, or in your description of your video and in your keywords. Because I tell you what, man, the hook is everything. The hook is how you target. So you have to have a hook. All right, you got that? Am I beating the hook against the head? You guys are going to hook me in a minute. Anyways, okay. You guys have worked with me before. You'll know that having fun is what we have to do in this business. All right, next is the body of your video. Now, it's also the body of a blog post. It's also the body of pretty much anything that we write, right? This structure really applies to anything that we do. And the body has to be a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes. And if you're writing a story video, that you want to keep it within those guidelines of 3 to 5 minutes. Because if you go any further than 3 or 5 minutes, you'll lose probably about 70% of your audience because they see the amount of time that your video is going to be, and they click right off. There's some statistics that were done in YouTube that if you go longer than 3 to 5 minutes, your story video, people will just block off and you'll miss your viewers. It allows you then to start relating to them. This is when you add in the vulnerability piece that we add in our written story, right? The outline that I share with you guys about your written story. Same applies to your body of a video. You want to be a little bit vulnerable because if you're always on top of the world and you almost look like you're kind of dropped out of the heavens as a golden child, a lot of people aren't going to relate to you. So in the body of your video, you want to be relatable, right? And then, of course, you want to start prepping them and what we like to call pre-framing people for a problem that you're going to be able to solve. Because that's the body of why they're listening, right? And so you want to be able to start solving that problem, but leading them on. Like if you really like what I have to say, well, then you're going to really love then what I'm going to share with you next. Because now you're pre-framing them for a problem they might have. Or you might start talking about that problem, right? In the body where I would say, you know, ladies, if I was talking to women, you know, women, I was the same way. In fact, I was a corporate executive. And one day I saw a woman drop her child off at daycare, and it crushed me. And that day, I decided I never want to put a child in daycare, but I had to find a way how to do it. And I had to find a solution how I could keep my same income, but still work or still be with my child. You see how I was talking vulnerable, I was connecting, and I was solving their problems that they had? So in the body, that's what you do. And then now into a marketing video, your marketing videos want to be at least 1 to 2 minutes long, right, in your body. So if it's just like a marketing video, which is a quick message, where you might be targeting directly a quick topic, and I love to teach the difference between marketing and message videos, because there's certain message videos that you'll just do very quickly on the fly, and then there's a marketing video that you're targeting someone specifically. It helps you create that visual for them. So you want to keep a marketing video under 2 minutes, whereas maybe you're connecting directly to corporate moms or traveling dads or, you know, our surfing guys. So the body of your video, again, 3 to 5 minutes if you're telling a story, 1 to 2 minutes if you're doing a message or a marketing style video. Okay, got that? All right, now let's get to the call to action. Now, this is the part, guys, that a lot of people goof up on and they get overzealous and too salesy. See, I like to teach people how to become magnetically attractive through storytelling, right, through video, and through not being so sticky, right? Which I like to call those guys are like, hey, get started with me now. There's 5 spots left, and you got to grab this spot because I'm going to only teach you. That stuff gets a little aggravating, right? If you're always that guy, right? Certainly, I only work with a certain amount of people per month, but that's not my deal all the time, right? So your call to action is extremely valuable and important in your video creation. I utilize the 3-to-1 ratio, okay? This is what I mean by that. 3-to-1 is a soft is the 3, and the hard is my 1. Now let me explain what I mean by a soft and a hard, soft and a hard calls to action. Now, if you're either in a video, blog post, whatever it might be, even on a Facebook post, I use the 3-to-1 ratio, meaning that what I share is more on the soft calls to action for 3, which is, hey, I'd love to invite you on over to see my blog. If you love more about if you like what I'm talking about now, you'll really love what you see on my blog, right? And you invite them on over to your blog. Or, hey guys, if you love this video today, make sure you come back to my fan page tomorrow so I can give you another incredible nugget, right? Or, hey guys, if you love this video, tomorrow I'm actually going to share with you, I'm going to add on to this one, so make sure you come and head on over to my blog. See, it feels so much more comfortable, right? It's a soft call to action. It doesn't make people feel like you're all the time going, buy now, click the link below, which takes me then to the hard call to action. See, once you build a trust with your viewers or your followers, you deserve the right to ask them to do something, right? Which is now the 1, which is that hard call to action. Like, click the link below, because now you're going to be able to see the exact blueprint that I use to not put my child in daycare, right? Or, hey, if you love what I'm talking about today, and you love my blog, and you like how I share it, then go ahead on over right now to my website, and you're going to be able to order your own blog right now, right? Or you can go buy my product right now. See, these are the hard calls to action that you've earned the respect for. Because if you are all the time putting up, let's say even just a post that says, like my business, go see my business, you're always putting your links on your business, sometimes I don't even put a link. I just put like a pound, the unstoppable signature brand, right? It's another part of branding. You don't have a signature that you say, right? That's part of you building your brand. You guys always know. When I end today, you know what I'm going to say, right? So that's part of your soft calls to action. But when you're using a hard call to action, you deserve to ask them to do something. And they want you to do something. Just like today, I'm going to say, look, guys, if you love what I'm talking about, feel free to follow me on Facebook. But if you really want to work closer to me, I want you to join my workshop, right? That's a hard call to action. And you're going to see how that plays out. And how, if you are not doing that now, guys, you're really starting to miss out on how to keep your customers coming back, following you throughout that sales process. And one of my favorite ways of creating and using this calls to action, especially if you're brand new in the industry and if you're old new, I like to call myself old new because I've been around for a long time and I always got to be new all the time. So I have to learn new stuff all the time. So I buy products, I invest in workshops, I listen to other people more than I actually listen to myself because I want to grow, just as you want to grow. But video series, guys, are a very powerful way to utilize not only the CTA, 3-to-1 CTA, but to also keep your customers really following you along that sales process. And what I like to do is I teach my people this. You set them up on a Sunday with a topic, right? You set up a topic every Sunday or a theme that you're going to talk about all week, and you prepare them throughout the week. So you may do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a new different video that is bringing people down your 3-to-1 call to action so that you earn the right to have them do something. But it also helps you build that list, that trust I was sharing with you guys earlier. Once you have a brand that people really dig, they love, and then you start doing each video every day, people really want to follow you. So this is the formula that we follow. And you want to follow this to the exact. How you do it is you start off with, number 1 is your preparation video. You're using a soft call to action here where you might say, hey guys, you know, this is Rhonda. This whole week I'm going to be sharing with you how my family's been able to travel around the world and outsource 80% of our business and working all around the world on my computer. So I want to share with you guys how it's going to happen each day, Monday through Thursday. I'm going to have a new video Each week I'm going to give you guys a little nuggets that you can apply and start learning how we do that, or start applying it to your own personal life. So make sure you come back to my blog tomorrow, or make sure you come back to my fan page tomorrow, or make sure you watch the next video tomorrow so you can see what we have next, right? So that's the prep video. Excuse me. Then next is the content teaser video. This is where you are really teasing content, where you're literally starting to share with them a little bit more about the blueprint that you might use. Like, for instance, for us, we would be sharing a little bit more about having a great system, right, that we utilize. The reason why we can outsource is because we have a system that's set in place that takes care of a lot of the groundwork that you'd have if you were working at home, right, or if you're working with a business and a lot of moving parts. So you start teasing them with content while starting to make them ask for what your strong calls to action is going to be, or your hard sell would be. And then your third video will be that offer lead up. It's another stop where you're starting to really tease a lot more content to where they're starting to learn about more about what you do. For instance, if you guys noticed in the videos that I prepared for you this whole week, if you were on our list, you saw my very first video. I actually taught you guys something. I did a survey. I asked you what was happening for you. How could I help you the best? And I realized overwhelm was one of the biggest, right? So I addressed overwhelm. I shot a video about how to not be overwhelmed, how to organize yourself every day, right? And then I shared with you guys the marketing tree, the internet marketing tree, and what it's going to take for you to really start getting organized is learning branding. And right now, the number 4 is the last one, which is leading up to this webinar today, is our solution and that desire, right? Giving you the solution today, which is, being able to work further with me if you want to work a lot more connected. See, that's how we start building our brand and following people all along the process. Is it starting to make sense to you guys? You guys be like, hopefully you're shaking your head, because it's so powerful when you learn these valuable ways to shoot not only video, but to create a brand that people want. It's very consistent. And remember, make sure you guys feel free to add some questions into the comments, because in a moment I'm going to switch on over, and we're going to be able to I'm going to have my partner share with some of the Facebook techniques that we teach, and then we're going to share with you guys a bit about the workshop that we have, so you guys can work with us a lot further, because we have we're doing something really special this time that we've never done before. The curriculum is completely changed, and we are on a mission to really help people be ultimately successful in their online business, and to really build a strong business. And so the next, guys, is our action videos. If you're going to be shooting video, you got to make sure that you're in action, right? I'm doing some action stuff right here, and you're looking at me, but man, when I do my videos, you'll notice every video that I shot for you guys, I was either on the sea, popping out behind a big root of a tree. I was walking on the beach. Before I've walked with my hand like this, right, around riding my bike. It works. People like to see action. So if you're that person that's like in front of your computer all the time, hi, this is what I'm talking. You got to get over that. You have to get over that fear. And if you're not over that fear yet, I can help you get there, because there's some ways that we do it and get you so comfortable with shooting video that you will be able to be comfortable in front of the screen. And you can do arm videos with your camera. Those really do work. People love them, right? Because you're real. Of course, using interviews is another great way to do an action video. Driving your car, not always recommended, but I do it pretty good. And you can always have someone next to you filming you, right? And you're looking over as you're driving, because it just keeps it interesting. And then, of course, your kids. Everyone loves having a kid around to see. Now, this right here, guys, is probably one of the number one and the only thing that if you're going to take something away today, take this away. Because I have utilized something I created. This is what helped me when I was in corporate. I was overwhelmed. How to stay focused every day in my business, and how to get things done that I needed to get done. And this has helped me just drastically. It's called my marketing wheel. I use video, right? We always shoot video. We use video. So we utilize video as our core element in the center of the wheel. This is where we start with that theme. Let's say on a Sunday, you create your theme throughout the whole week. And literally, if you're creating a video series all week, or you have a theme that you shoot all week, guys, this will help you stay so on track with how you run your day and keep your daily method of operation right on point. Is you shoot your video, and that becomes your hub, that becomes the center. Then you turn that into a blog post. You put that video on your blog and you turn it into a blog post, right? You use the keywords that you're focusing on your blog post, and you shoot that video and then write about it on your blog. Then that same topic, that same information that you shared in your video and your blog post now becomes the focal point of your email. Then you send an email to your list so that you're connecting with your list. You're sharing with them a topic, maybe something inspirational, maybe something that's happened with you for the day. You either invite them on over to see more of your blog so they can view that video, and on your close of your email, you have your calls to action, maybe to join you in your business, maybe to get started with you, to buy something from you, right? But in every one of your emails, you keep that same congruent message throughout the whole process with your brand, with your video, with your blog posts. And then your email then, guys, you don't have to think about what you're talking about. Now it's so simple and right off the top of your head because you started with one topic, which was within your video. Then, of course, we share it to Twitter and social media. Now, the reason why I have Facebook in its own quadrant is because Facebook is very different. And Jubril's going to share with you why Facebook is different and we treat Facebook different. It is literally, guys, the next to Google, the #1 even search engine right now. People are on Facebook all the time. And Facebook looks at things a little bit differently. I always upload my videos directly to Facebook as well as YouTube. So I can get, of course, what I like to call more online real estate. It's online real estate, guys. The more you have on the internet, which is syndicated through Facebook and through your blog, the more you're going to get syndicated, which is its own unique link on YouTube or on the internet. Facebook's the same way. On your fan pages, Facebook also will syndicate and actually take that unique post and place it up directly on the internet. So it's very different. You need to have a fan page as well as a personal page so you can get syndicated. But your Facebook is very different. People are more apt to open up a video directly from Facebook if it's uploaded onto Facebook. They just open it right away. Even though YouTube's easy to drop a link on, people are more apt, guys, to open up the video if it's directly uploaded to Facebook. And Facebook likes that. They like when you stay connected and keep it within their network. And so we always utilize this marketing wheel and use Facebook as really its own entity. And that's why we're going to dig deeper today and share with you why Facebook, you have to learn how to market the right way on Facebook. But guys, this marketing wheel has changed the whole way that I run my business and has allowed me to stay on focus, on point, and get everything done that I need to do within the first couple hours of my day so that I can enjoy the rest of my day doing what I need to get done. So that's the marketing wheel. Now, on Monday, I share with you guys how to structure your story, but we're going to actually skip on over that part today because we went through that deeply on Monday. What I want to do now, guys, I want to kind of open up here. I'm going to take a look at some of your questions because, of course, I'm changing my screen, and I'm going to have my partner jumping out here in a moment, Jubril, and he's going to really dig into Facebook even deeper so that you guys can really understand what it is that we are going to be able to teach you guys and some of the things that you really want and deserve to know on Facebook, because not everyone teaches Facebook the absolute right way. All right. Okay, cool. Let's see. Jack said, what about call to action on the blog itself? Do you have any examples? Yeah, Jack, of course. I mean, absolutely. I will, you know, my calls to action, you can even go to unstoppablefamily.com is my blog, and I always have a call to action on the end of my post, which I'll say, if you want to know exactly how we have become a freedompreneur, click here and see more about our blueprint. Or are you wanting to work from no home, which we like to call it, click here to find out how you can do more of that. And I've done many video series as well on just that alone, where I work them all the way through how we've been traveling and places we've been traveling so that I'm asking and creating that question of how the heck do you do it? And then I drive them into my solution. And always, every blog post, I always have a close. I always have my own personal image, who I am, and say, if you're looking to be a freedompreneur like we are, click here now. And every one of my posts. And my blog posts also, guys, I utilize my, oh, we've lost sound. Am I still there? Make sure, Brian, am I still being, can you guys let me know if I'm still there? You guys can still hear me? The thumbs up would work up. Yeah? Cool. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Some people said they couldn't hear me anymore. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Awesome. Okay, cool. Thanks, Ed. Thanks, Amanda, Xavier. You know, yeah, you want to, I always, every single blog post I write, every email I write, I actually have a signature that's always there. And you guys probably have seen it. You'll see it says, you know, if you want to learn how to be a freedompreneur like our family, traveler like we are, join our tribe now. Become a freedompreneur here now. And I have several different options for them to click on. Whatever one of those connects with them in that close of my blog post or of my video is that'll take them either to, let's say, the capture page that I have, a business op page that I have, or even a solution for people to join me in my branding workshop to work really close so I can help you even deeper. Always, always. Okay, so I want to make sure here that my partner in crime is ready to rock and roll. I know that he's got some really top nuggets. Cool. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Great. That he's going to share with you guys today about Facebook, about what we teach on Facebook, guys. Because, you know, earlier I was sharing with you how we're always showing up on your timeline. There's a reason. It's because we utilize Facebook in a way that is connected to your interests. And we're going to show you guys exactly how you do it right now. And Jubril, are you there, my friend? I think I see you there.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, you're a little bit quiet. Let's see if everyone can hear Jubril. Turn up your sound. Brian, can you hear Jubril and make sure we can hear him? You're pretty quiet, Jubril.
Not sure. You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Let's see. Let me ask everyone. You sound really, really quiet to me, but let me, oh yeah, okay, they can hear you fine, Jubril. It may just be the way my computer's connected. Excellent, they can hear you. I just handed you on over to your screen. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm good. I'm in like my chill mode. I'm like relaxed over here, and also, you know, I'm just looking here at the ocean. Nice day out. Ready to rock this and really connect with everyone. And I appreciate everyone, you know, for coming out. I'm really spending the time because I know it's just, you know, in the afternoon. I know you guys have things to do, and I just want to really show you how powerful you know, Facebook is, especially when you have your brand and everything Rhonda was talking about. When you set it up right, it's like you just sprinkle the Facebook on, and it's just like magic, like pure magic. And so I am so excited. But like thumbs up, you can see my screen, and can you see my screen? Okay, cool. I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible, but, you know, be effective. So let me get this show on the road. Unstoppable Facebook, and it truly is. Right now, Facebook is, they are unstoppable by themselves. And if you latch on, you'll see results that you've never seen. I'll just show you, if you don't know who I am personally, Rhonda says my name's Jubril, and, you know, here's just a few pictures of me. On the left here is just hanging out in, you know, in California, getting a little work done. And on the right side, I love traveling too, just like Rhonda. And this is me in a small village in Thailand, just kind of hanging out with the locals and doing a little giving back, which I love to do. And so for me, I actually placed my first ad online, oh, it was actually over 10 years ago, but my first pay-per-click by PPC ad on Google AdWords 10 years ago. And like the first day I spent like $700 and I got like 4 leads. And I was like, I almost was like, I'm just going to give up on, maybe this doesn't work. But I was just like, let me stick to it. And I did, and years later, I learned to absolutely master Google advertising. Then I went on to master YouTube PPC, and now I've pretty much mastered Facebook, you know, PPC. And just like Rhonda, I love the art of story selling, you know, through sales, and traveling is a huge passion of mine. And also, one of the biggest things for me is love teaching others. For me, there's no greater feeling right now at this stage in my life is being inside someone else's testimonial saying, hey, because I went through your training, my life is like this now. right? I was just recently listening to, it was a woman last night. She went through my Facebook marketing training, and she had no results. She tried Facebook marketing before, but she had no results with it. And then, just a short time using my methods completely started blowing her previous results out of the water. She never generated a single lead, and now she's able to generate 50 leads pretty much consistently a day at under $1 a lead. And we're talking about highly targeted traffic. We're not talking about solos or anything of that sort. We're talking about people that love you. They've been through pretty much a story already, and before they even reach your website, they're so into you. Very similar to the way when you connect with Rhonda, you might see an amazing video, you might see an amazing story, and you feel like you already know them before you even reach their website. And she just moved into a nice home with a pool and just like a 5-bedroom house, and it was because of the Facebook marketing. I was like, wow, that makes me feel good. And I remember it wasn't too long ago, it was a little while ago, but not too long ago, just struggling to pay her bill, didn't even have, was down to $125 in her account, that kind of thing. And I was like, wow, that just really made me want to step up my game to another level and just keep bringing the best information possible, to basically my students. And I'm excited to share with you how Facebook can transform your business within 28 days. And I know that's a huge statement to say and make, but the only reason I say that is because the amount of people I've seen transform their businesses with the information. Now, understand, a lot of hard work is required and dedication if you're going to see the results that you want. There's no way I can guarantee your success because I don't know you personally. But it is simple, but you do have to put in the work, especially if you've never run any Facebook ads, right? It's going to be it's like, how can you expect to have overnight results? But I can tell you this, I've worked with so many people, and within 28 days, that short of a period, it might seem a little bit long to some people, it might seem short to other people, but within 28 days, if you have no prior experience, I know the kind of results that you can have. And the thing is with Facebook, I'm kind of like an instant gratification fiend. I should be more patient, but what I love about Facebook is from the very first day that you place an ad, you can start to see results. I can pretty much, I don't like to make guarantees, but I know I can show people the very first day that they place ads, they can start to see leads come in. And then you can adjust from there. And for a lot of other things, you don't have that instant kind of gratification. And a lot of people kind of lose kind of that spark because they have to wait months or something to see results. They're like, I'm not thinking positive enough. But with Facebook, it's you can see results from the very first day. And it's very simple to set up. And, having a brand plus advertising skills creates an unstoppable force. And, these are just some of the results recently here, from this week, not 8 months ago, a year ago, or whatever. And I want to just kind of go through this with you. And some of you guys, I have no idea what any of this means. I'll break it down. I don't know today because it might take a bit of time. But so for example, the numbers that you really need to know is cost per lead. Basically, how much is it costing for each person that actually opts into your website? And these are some of the keywords that we have: $1.01, $1.64, 58 cents, $2.77, 60 cents, $2.68, 57, $1.38. And the thing is, when you can do that, you have the ability to scale up to on Facebook. And you can grow your business at speeds you had no idea possible. I think it was Bernie, right, Rhonda, who was sharing, and this works for all different types of industries. He had a dog training business, and he said in the last, I'll probably pull up the quote. I'll let you take the screen because I don't want to quote him wrong, but it was he had the business for 6 years. I'm pretty sure it was 6 years. But within the 3 months of going through the Facebook training, he's had more I think it was more sales in like the 3 months that he's had in the entire 6 years of his business, or more leads or something. I want to get the exact terminology because I don't want to be quoted wrong, but it was like a complete like 10,000% increase in his business with the Facebook ads.
Yeah, he did. He actually said, that just in the last 3 weeks alone, he's had more people contact him for his services than he's ever had in the last 6 years, because he started to learn how to target people correctly and use the exact same method. So powerful stuff.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for clearing that up. I just couldn't remember exactly, and I wanted to make sure it was exactly what he said. And I do things significantly different than about 95% of the marketers out there. And there is a good reason why. A lot of gurus teach what worked for them 6 months ago or even years ago. Now that doesn't, and now that information doesn't work, they want to peddle it to the marketplace with like outdated information. Oh, I made so much money using this method. And it does work because people get kind of distracted by just the money, right? They're like, oh my God, it looks so amazing. But they're not even using that information anymore. It's like, for me, I'm like, I kind of like to put, the fire to, their mouth, to their butts. I'm like, hey, show me something recent, right? Show me something you're doing last week. Can you actually log into your accounts and show me? And in today's marketplace, sometimes you actually need to kind of do that so you're following the right information that you know is working today. Because if not, you're going to be wasting your time, and actually following the wrong person can set you back months, if not years. But following the right people can take you to the promised land quicker than you've ever imagined. And like I said, it's your right to ask for, recent results. And I'm really not into, theoretical thinking. I'm into result-driven thinking, right? And consumers control the marketplace. It's not the big gurus or anything like that. You choose. The consumer are the people who are in control. And understanding Facebook, it's really quite simple, and I think some people misunderstand it and they abuse it. I'm not going to go over it too much because Rhonda actually went over this really well, where she was talking about the percentage of, content value posts to like actual promotional. So I'm going to go through this really quick because I don't want to kind of overlap what she was saying, and she covered it so well. But Facebook, I want you to just really remember, it's not a place to sell. Facebook built the platform for friends and family. People are looking at family pictures. They're looking at their friends on vacation, or they want to post their own pictures. They're not going to buy. But the thing is, Facebook gives you some of the best information about people, and I'm going to explain that a little bit later. I'm going to run through an ad a little bit earlier. My internet was not working really that good. I'm actually still coming through loud and clear, Rhonda, because I just want to check real quick. Can you still hear me, Rhonda?
Yes, you are coming through clearly.
Okay.
Yep,
cool.
You're good.
I'll pull this back up because when I tried to do something earlier on Facebook before the call, it wasn't loading properly, so I just wanted to make sure my internet was okay. But yeah, for friends and family. And Facebook, they love good marketers, and they hate spammy marketers. And so let me give you some examples too. Like, if you're going to be going on Facebook and marketing, there's certain things that you don't want to do. Is you don't want to lead with just a bunch, especially if you're like in an income opportunity or something along those lines. Never just talk about how much money you're making and how great it is or how much money they can make, because Facebook just deems it as like scheming, and it's not cool. You want to build like a legacy, and so that's not the way you want to attack. You want to attack with content-driven posts, things that solve people's problems, right? When you're targeting people, I'm going to show you how to target exactly who you want to be your customers, and there's a way to do it, and it's really, really simple. It'll blow your mind. And everybody is on Facebook right now, over actively 1 billion users and growing. And advertising right now is so cheap. I'm not sure if many of you guys were around for Google. I kind of call it like the golden era, the gold rush on Google. But from like 2004 to 2007, it was insanely cheap. And it was like you couldn't do anything wrong on Google. You would still be making money because the clicks were so cheap. I'll just give you an example for real quick. I was about 2 months ago. I was at a dentist conference because I was going to start advertising for a bunch of dentists. And I was talking to one of the advertisers at the conference, and they were bidding about $20 per click, $20 per click for dentures in New York. I was like, oh my God, that's insane. They're like, yeah, back in 2005, the clicks were only about 80 cents. But the thing is, even at $20 and the amount that they were getting on their ROI, it still worked. But back then, you didn't even have to really be a great marketer. It was just like kind of like real estate back in 2004, 2001, 2003, and then it was like in 2006, the market kind of caught up and it got and a bunch of people lost money. But back then, you didn't even have to be good at real estate. The numbers were just so good. If you were in that industry, you were making money. And that was exactly like Google back in the days. Like, you couldn't do anything wrong. And then the same thing happened. History repeats itself with YouTube PPC marketing. And Rhonda can tell you that we were paying 1-2 cents a click for the most highly targeted keywords. Like, so for her, the most targeted keywords were like Tim Ferriss, 4-hour work week. And we're paying 1-2 cents a click for those keywords. And it was unheard of. But it's just because it was at the right place at the right time. And that's exactly what Facebook is right now. You don't have to actually, it's kind of funny, you don't have to actually be that great and be like totally on the ball because the clicks are still cheap. It won't be that way forever. I would say it probably has about a 2-3 year window. Hold on one second. And so it's, advertising is so cheap, and it's like, the gold rush right now on Facebook. And it is, Rhonda said 8. I heard it because I think she said 8 because 8's her lucky number. And I could teach some 8-year-olds, but I am very, very confident. Like, I could bet my right thumb I could teach a 12-year-old to, operate Facebook ads. They really are that simple. Is there work to be put in? But it's no harder than the stuff they're learning in school, being a 12-year-old. It's actually probably a lot simpler than the stuff they're doing in school. Like, I know some of those English problems and just writing essays were definitely a lot harder than what we're doing here on Facebook. And you don't really have to be good at a lot of things. You have to actually just get good at a few things. And right now, pretty much the place you want to be is Facebook for marketing. If you're marketing anything, I don't care if you have a yoga studio. I don't care if you're a doctor, if you're a local photographer, if you're looking to launch a clothing line, if you're a makeup artist, right, and you're trying to do makeup in your local area, no matter what it is, because you can target, locally. And those clicks right now, if you're actually marketing something, like the most competitive right now on Facebook are like weight loss. The prices for weight loss and advertising weight loss things are going up like pretty fast. And the same thing for, I would say, like the home-based business. It's still very, very cheap, but it's gone up about 50% for what it was about a year ago. There's some industries out there, like Bernie with his dogs. He was saying he only paid, I forgot the exact number again. I'm going to have to go and look, but it was so cheap that it was like $20, and he got like 100 responses like in a day or something. Just ridiculously cheap because there was no competition in the marketplace. And that's what you're dealing with right now. There are so many industries for the taking, and if you don't, it's going to be like, oh, I should have, would have, could have, and you don't want to be that person. Because I actually was that person in Google. Yes, on YouTube PPC, I did well. We did hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it was like, okay, things are great. I don't have to actually work hard. I'm dominating one industry. But now I was like, when Facebook came along, I was like, history repeats itself. I'm actually going to work my butt off and go to town because I don't know when the next opportunity is coming, like Facebook. Obviously, there will be always something new coming, but I was like, I might as well make the best of it right now and provide the best life for my family. I'm not going to go on too much. I just want to get to an ad and actually set up an ad for you guys. I actually kind of already said this, the industry is open for the taking, and in 2-3 years, it won't be the same. Basically, it's already ingrained in my brain. And if you're not profitable, if you've actually done Facebook ads, I can make you this point. If you're not profitable on Facebook and you have actually a solid product or service, you're just doing it wrong. There's some part in your formula that you are doing it wrong, and I will make you this guarantee. If you actually have something of quality, right, a quality product or service, and you're not profitable on Facebook, if I can't help you, I'm willing to, like, say, for my own personal pocket, I'll give you money back if you can't, because you're just doing something wrong. That's how easy Facebook is right now. And actually, let me just go to Facebook and show you how easy it is to set up an ad. Hopefully this works, because before it wasn't pulling up when I was trying to create an ad. Yeah, it's still, let's see. I was trying to go to, it's like when I go to create an ad, it just kind of goes to the load screen, and I have no, like, I mean, yes, it is working. I don't know what's wrong with the speeds or whatever. Right now, Ron, you want to take the screener? I'm going to try and maybe shut down some of the other computers that are running, and maybe that will enable me to run an ad real quick.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Let me grab it. It's got a, there we go. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, cool. Yeah, guys, this is what's so valuable. You guys getting some value out of this right now? I mean, I'll leave some hands up. So I'm gonna look at a couple questions because I tell you what, this is some of the stuff, guys, right now that Jubril, the knowledge that Jubril has. There are a lot of people that call themselves gurus on the internet, in Facebook. No one knows what Jubril knows and has had the results that he has, and this is no joke. No one has it. They've tried to duplicate it, but no one can actually do it. And Jubril literally is very, very specific as to who and how he shares this information with. And you know, just this year alone is the very first time that he decided to open it up, other than our private group, because we are partners and we do have a group of people that we work with. He's only opened this up to a very select group, and so definitely consider yourself very lucky that, especially the opportunity that you're going to be able to have to learn even more directly from both of us. We've got something really cool, so make sure you stick around, because those of you guys that do stick around are going to get something really special, and we are going to just lay it out for you guys. You guys really deserve it, and I'm excited to be able to do that. All right, Jubril, just let me know when you're ready. Because I'm gonna kind of
still, like, I mean, it's been loading.
Yeah, no worries.
I tried before the call.
Okay.
It had the same thing, so I think it's just, I don't know if Facebook is glitching right now, because I mean, it's like I'm coming through clear and everything. I think it might just be an actual Facebook
right.
issue right now. But one of the things that we could do, especially because I do want everybody to get it, is like maybe if we can cut out part of, especially because this is not something that normally happens, if we can just, because I actually went over this, what was it, 2 days ago, if I can actually give people, if we make a little cutout of the whole thing and send people who are on this call the exact training, because I'm so passionate about getting them what it is, you know, they came here for.
Yeah, for sure. We can be able to do that from the last call. So as we told everyone, there's no recording, but because that spot was not able to be available today, we can do that. Do you want me to hand you on over your screen for a little bit more? Do you want me just to kind of start talking a bit about more?
You can kind of take it away, because what I wanted to do is just walk them through the steps of, you know, setting up an ad. I'll talk a little bit more, but showing my screen is really not going to do, well, actually, yeah, I can show my timeline and then kind of explain the whole psychology of how things actually work. So yeah, if you give me back the screen for a second, I'll do that.
Yeah, okay, perfect. You got it. Yeah, hold tight, guys, because we're going to give you as many nuggets as we possibly can today so that you guys can really become equipped with how to do it. And I tell you what, this you can watch this is you really want to watch every step, because this is the craziest part. I've done these webinars before, and I've seen people, and I've tried to duplicate it. You just can't duplicate it unless you've got the unless you have that training, that one-on-one training. So all right, there you go. Your screen showing. There you go.
Cool. So I want to explain to you basically how Facebook's system works, and how, like, let me actually take a look through some of the timeline and see some of the ads that pop up for me. So we have App Rush Academy. So that's telling me how I can make money creating apps. Let's see what other ads I have in my time. And these are what you would call newsfeed ads. We have Nerf, one of the programmers. Let's see more ads. Okay, so we have get 10,000 fans. So basically, it's another marketing, because I guess I like a lot of marketing things. So yeah, more marketing stuff. Let's see the ads on the side here. Law of attraction, because I like different law of attraction people. And I have grow your and Facebook is actually marketing to me myself. Grow your business with Facebook, and megaphone app. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I'll tell you how it works. So whenever you type a status, right? You say you're on the way to France, and you're like, I'm staying at the chateau in Paris with my husband. I am having the time of my life, and you post a picture. All that information is shared with Facebook. So number one, Facebook knows that you're traveling to Facebook to Paris, and they also know that you're staying at the chateau since you like tagged them in it, and so they know that you like nice hotels. So maybe someone who's trying to sell vacations, for example, will target you and say, hey, are you looking for a trip now next to England and looking to stay at the Dorchester Hotel in London? Or for example, if you're a surfer, right? I don't know any, well, I use snowboards because I don't know any surfboard brands. I use example a lot. You're going on a snowboarding trip to Breckenridge. I don't know any slopes there, but just a super cool ski and snowboarding town in Colorado. And so you put a status up, we're going to Breckenridge for the weekend, going snowboarding. I love my Burton board. Or maybe you actually like a certain brand of snowboards on your fan page. Or maybe you like a certain type of music artist, or you like a certain credit card, or you like anything, any type of page that you like on Facebook is used as data that advertisers can know. And you can also break down by age, by country, by city, if someone is married, if someone is single, if someone is recently engaged, if basically there is just so many things. So when you put engaged, and like so many people are like, oh my God, I wish I got engaged before, because if I did, I'd get 1 million likes on Facebook. But like all that information is used by advertisers, and especially for you too. So if someone's recently engaged, right, maybe someone who rents wedding halls locally, right, so they can target by that city. They're like, are you recently married? Are you looking for an amazing venue to, you know, throw your wedding? And they're like, oh my God, how did they know I was recently engaged? This ad is talking to me. Or if, and they also have retargeting, right? So maybe you're looking at a purse on a website, and all of a sudden, but you don't buy it, but then you come back on Facebook, and like this, like, were you looking at this bag? Like, come and get this bag now for this special place. You're like, how is that happening? It's called Facebook retargeting. And Facebook has all these crazy ways, and you can know everything about the customer, right? Because you can pretty much generalize people very well. So use Rhonda, for example. She wants to target, especially for her main business, her lifestyle is about traveling around the world and teaching people how to create freedom. So she might be targeting women and men who are older than probably 28 years old to probably 50 or 60 is her ideal age range. It's not that young people are not great. You know, I'm not even 28 years old yet. But for her demographic, you know, she has, you know, the handsome husband, the beautiful daughter, and so it's like a family atmosphere. So she would probably target maybe people who are married, or maybe if you just want to focus on women, you can do that too. And also you can select if you're going to choose desktop or if you're going to choose only mobile advertising. And there are different ways. I wish I could just show you visually because I have all this stuff super memorized, like kind of going through an ad on my mind, through my mind. And there are reasons why you'd actually do a desktop ad versus a mobile ad. And the top reasons are, I want you to think about when you're actually on a computer, right, your desktop or your laptop, you're not doing a million other things. You're just kind of focused on one thing at a time. But when you're on your mobile device, you're doing your makeup, you're driving, which you shouldn't be doing, you're walking, you're playing with your kids at the park, just 10 million other things, and you're focused. You just kind of scroll, and then you get off, and you're laying down, on the couch, and you're watching TV. Your focus is really not all there, and so the user experience is completely different. And Facebook allows you to actually separate it, right? Because sometimes we've seen a return for a desktop ad producing at like $20 return, and then the mobile's only doing maybe $4 or $5. But if you put them both together, there's no way that you would know the difference. And this is like the kind of thing that I break down and specifically how to do it. It's really simple, but a lot of people just don't know how to do it because they have no experience. And this is the difference between being someone who loses money on Facebook and someone who goes on to make, millions on Facebook. These little changes make all the big difference in the world. And especially at the time and place you are here on Facebook and with how cheap it is, it's like it's here for the taking. And I personally, I was a little hesitant, Rhonda can tell you, about sharing the information because we've put so much time, so much effort, like literally 6 figures into Facebook ads, blood, sweat, and tears. And it's like, if we just give it away, it's like I don't know if people are truly going to appreciate, what it is. It's kind of like when you kind of give something away for free, people don't appreciate it for what it really is. It's like when you go out and you go for dinner and you don't pay, right? Some people, but most people, they can't, and it's like maybe a big bill, right? They don't appreciate it the way someone who's actually paying for it, right? Or if someone's, buying someone a pair of shoes and they don't even really think about it, but if they're paying with their own money, they respect it a little bit more. And that's the same thing, the way I feel. I feel so closely about the Facebook ads because I put so much of my energy and so much energy into making it very easy to learn. And so I don't want to take too much time. I know, Rhonda, you spoke for a while, and I don't want to really take too much time because I don't have what I was actually wanting to show. So I'll let you kind of take it. If people have questions at the end, I'm more than happy to answer any single question that you have at the end of this workshop. More than happy to answer any questions that you guys have.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Jubril, it's awesome. I really appreciate it. And we're getting a lot of feedback. People are like, wow, tons and tons of value. And listen, guys, like Jubril said, there's so many more things certainly that you have to learn and understand. We're trying to give you guys the absolute much as we possibly can in the shortest amount of time as possible. And I know that there are some people did have some questions, but guys, what we did today is we really wanted to go through and share with you, just give you as much as we can and give you kind of the nuggets of what we do when we work together in our workshop. Jubril gives up his time and I give up my personal coaching time to work these things through with you because I know, when you especially are starting in a business, or maybe you've worked with someone before, you really need just that extra attention, and your mentor maybe doesn't have the information. That's why we decided to really share this. And early on in the call, I was saying a lot of you guys are watching a webinar, you're either on your phone, some of you on your computer, but you're starting to realize really the value of what it takes to have your business and understand really how to grow it is by understanding your brand and really how to market yourself on Facebook, how to target it. How many of you guys feel that way now? You're like, wow, I never really knew that. And yeah, like tons of people, really what it takes to understand what your brand is, and you're not jumping into the tree and then feeling lost all the time. We don't want that to happen for you guys, and that's why we're dedicating our time to really help you guys. What we share with you today is really the most vital knowledge that you guys are ever going to really need to be successful, and it doesn't matter where you go. We have taught these classes and given these free webinars away before. Like Jubril said, some people take the information and some don't, but those that really are like, yes, this is what I want to learn, and you you join and lock arms with us and work with us in our workshop, you will literally get that close one-on-one connection. I'm going to be doing something really special because I know in the beginning some people were like, look, I want to know how you do it. I want to survive in the social era, right? You all had your hand up. I want to be out of this, stand out of the sea of marketers and really have that online presence and be magnetically attractive. Well, it takes some time to do that. So if you guys are ready to really work with myself, right, and help you become established in a personal brand, understand what a core message really is, and learn how to master the power of video. Have a coach where you can say, hey, look at this video, Rhonda. Help me. What else do I need to do? Or, hey, this is my story I've written. Can you show me how to make it better and more magnetically attractive? You guys have those resources. And if you're really willing and ready and you want to work with Jubril, learn to dominate Facebook marketing, generate leads for under $1, if not really under $2, even under $1, 88 cents. I know we've been able to get some ridiculous amounts. Jubril showed you our account, how we've been doing that, and really how to target your story, you know, and then a niche that you have so that people really want what you have to offer. That's what we're sharing with you guys today, and why we want to work with you guys in our 4-week workshop that we have. In fact, I always say it's 4 weeks, but it always ends up being 5 or 6 because I'm ridiculous, and so is Jubril, about making sure you guys get what you need to be successful. So what we want to do, guys, is share with you our 4-week, 5-week workshop that we offer that is really focused on specifically targeting what we talked about today, helping you guys one-on-one branding, and how to really learn how to market on Facebook. What we do is we have a 4-week workshop, then we do 4 90-minute live sessions each week where we are personally there for just you. Now, we have a very limited amount of people that are in the group, and because we ran this workshop already on Monday, we only have 13 spots left available in this next coming up workshop on May 8th, and we run them at 2 o'clock Eastern. If you're unable to make them at 2, you're able to then get the recordings, but we always do a bonus call as well. That's really a Q&A, a wrap-up. Once you've already started to set up your brand, get your story down, you're starting to market it, then we have a bonus Q&A where you're able to ask some questions about what happened and what went on, you know, with your ads, including our Facebook group that we have where you're able to constantly interact and ask questions. But this is what we do. This is what we run, because I know a lot of you guys are like, yeah, I want to work with you guys. I want to be closer to you and really get you guys more connected to your storytelling, your brand, and your core message so that you can be powerful. So what do we do is, so in week 1, we really discover your unique voice. Some people have never shot video before, and in week 1, we really focus on not only how to get your unique voice out there, how to start creating your video, whether you've done it before, you've never done it, really how to start communicating it through your core message, your core story, so that you can be very relatable and connecting to your audience. Then we start moving into week 2, where we dig into your niche. What is your niche? Now, I have a specific niche that I target. But then I also, once I learned the Facebook methods that you're going to learn from Jubril, now I can start branching out to authors, books, different niches, and then you take your core story and you write another hypnotic story targeted on that niche and that keyword. So we discover what our niche is, and then you find other niches that you can connect with by using Facebook. And we allow you to really get so magnetically connected that these people, like Jubril said, are like, wow, how did you know that I had this problem, or how did you know that this is what I was looking for? I teach you how to write your story and your video in a story way that's compelling, right? You're going to get our hypnotic storytelling template along with our video templates and our video content and structuring templates, how to tell your story as the foundation for your blogs, your content, your emails, your posts on social media. Week 3, we really dig into creating and developing your tagline, email marketing, how to actually tie it all together and start building that list and connecting it through email marketing. We're going to give you our copywriting secrets and our email marketing secrets, along with social media posting, how to really connect all the dots together, including your blogs, so that now you have a brand that is completely connected, and then you are now able to, once someone gets to your fan page, you're promoting an ad or a story on your fan page, they come to your post, they come to your emails, and like, wow, I really dig what this person has to say, and they really feel connected. And then, of course, week 4, Jubril's going to dig as deep as he possibly can into Facebook fan page development, structuring, how to properly create a Facebook ad and structure, how to select keywords, target your ads, really everything that you guys need to know on Facebook. And typically that week 4 is a lot longer than 90 minutes. It really just takes a couple hours on that day. You get really set up. You learn the structure. You guys get the recording. See, this is the difference. Remember what I said earlier? This is not going to be recorded. So when we then work with you guys one-on-one, because then you become our students, now we care about what your outcomes are, right? So then you will be able to get the recordings, go back through the instruction that Jubril goes through and stop, pause, so you can really make sure that you're getting exactly the right way to market your Facebook ads and to really utilize Facebook. Now, remember, we were talking about Facebook PPC marketing, right? This is not the freestyle marketing, although when you learn how to build a list with Facebook PPC, guys, you really then begin to not only build that list, but then your marketing costs go way down because now you have a pool of people that may have not bought yet, but they will eventually when you start interacting with them and communicating with them. That's the value of building a big list and building a list with warm, targeted marketing. Certainly there's a lot of free examples, but that's not what we're doing today. We're really teaching you today how to be a powerful marketer, right? And how you want to not only generate a higher level of income than just freestyles, but really how to master that skill. And that's what we're going to work in. Now, we will do a bonus week with a follow-up with Jubril and myself. And guys, you guys get to work with me directly. In fact, we have a fan page and a group that you're going to be able to interact with our whole group, that you'll be able to work and ask questions with even throughout the whole process. Because once you're a student, you're always a student. And what we decided to do today, we typically charge for a 4-long with 2 bonus weeks for working with myself and Jubril. But we have something special. I told you guys there's a lot of thing extra special because you do really care about learning and getting this education. Is we're going to be doing some a special price for today only. If you guys were on my webinar on Monday, you noticed that we said today, Wednesday, April 30th at midnight, if you take action today, by tonight, you will receive the workshop for $888. Jubril told you I love my 8s. And I also have something even better for you guys and make it more, I guess, obtainable for you, because I know sometimes, especially when you're starting off in a business, more expense, we want to respect your expenses. So we have a special way that you guys can not only get this information, but make it in very small 3 bite-sized pieces over 6 full weeks. So now you guys are able to really digest not only the information, but also invest in yourself. And what we're going to be doing, guys, is there's a couple bonuses for those of you guys that do take action today. For the very first 8 people, right? I said there's only 13 left, so I've got a special for the first 8. I'm going to add in something really cool. Those of you guys that take action tonight are going to get just this right here by midnight. The video marketing training and our templates, developing a video series, right, that we talked about today, and I'm going to really help you structure that video series, really connect it to your brand, learning the difference between marketing and messaging videos, and dominating YouTube. Guys, we have some domination YouTube resources that are inside of our members area that no one has access to. No one has, and they were created by Jubril, and they are worth literally thousands of dollars. Well, they've created hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you get access to those exact Facebook methods of how to really dominate Facebook as well, or YouTube as well. And then last, if those of you, there's some of you guys that we work with in another company that are following us, I have a mastermind I'm hosting in New Orleans. And what we're going to do for those of you guys that decide to join our workshop, we're going to give you a free invitation to our private mastermind training that we will be hosting on the 20th and the 21st of May in New Orleans at our big all-in house that we have. And we're going to be doing this exact training with several different trainers, guys, that you're going to get free access to. So for those of you guys that take action today that already like, yeah, I'm going to New Orleans too, you will have a free ticket to join us in our mastermind, which most people just to show up for 2 days are paying $500 for, and others are paying $1,000 to be there with us for a whole week. So this is huge bonuses for you guys. You know, and I have an unstoppable guarantee that we want you guys to know that we really do care about what we share. And this is our unstoppable 100% satisfaction guarantee, is that you will learn how to be very clear and concise in your message, your brand identity, and your tagline. You'll create a consistent and congruent message throughout your whole process, generate leads on Facebook that are ready to buy, learning from Jubril, master the skill of lead generation.
Rhonda will be right back with us. It looks like she's a little frozen. She'll be right with us. Just give her a second. This is the kind of problems you deal with when you're hanging out on little islands. Paging Rhonda. And then if you guys, let me see if I can see. Is Rhonda still frozen for you guys? Raise your hand if Rhonda is still frozen for you guys.
Hi, Jubril. Yeah, she's still frozen.
Okay, cool. Who was that jumped out?
All right, here we go. Brian just switched over screens. You guys still there with you? Still with me? Get me on my network. All right, awesome. So I'm not going to be able to roll through my slides because Brian I'm on Brian's computer, but this is my absolute satisfaction guarantee to you guys. I'll just use my screen. I'm going to hand my screen over to Brian because you know, guys, I really truly believe that when you learn this method and this skill, you will not only make your money back that you invested in us, but you will grow your business. And what Brian and I do is we give a percentage of every single thing that we ever invest in into the local areas and into local charities that wherever what country we're in. And currently we're donating to a company or a profit nonprofit called
Rhonda? You want to mute the other computer? Your other computer is like a really big echo since you have your other computer open.
Okay. Well, can you hear me now, Jubril? Can you hear me now, Jubril?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. So to make sure
I hear you loud and clear. Maybe just don't turn the camera back on. Leave the camera off. And
yeah,
just
exactly.
Kind of roll.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thanks for you guys for sticking around because certainly it's so important because we truly want you guys to get the most value out today and then also have the opportunity to work with us as well. And but I was just saying that we give to this project called Give Serve. It's a nonprofit. We're going to be giving 18% of our proceeds that we make from this workshop to helping these children build a school and helping them become educated. And what I want to do is I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to go over to my screen real quick because I want to show you guys in our members area what we really do have. The next workshop does begin May 8th. And so for those of you guys that are putting on your calendar, we this is some of the stuff that we do. And we have 4 different weeks where you guys will be able to come in. Each week, we have an assignment each week. We typically do a kickoff call. Then you have your very first week's assignments. And what we do is each week we come together live. So some people have asked me, do I get one-on-one coaching? And it really, even though, guys, it is one-on-one, even though it is a group, you really get one-on-one coaching because what happens is you guys come prepared. I am there with you live. We break it down so it's so easy to digest so that when you come out of the workshop, you're now so really clear. And then when you start learning the Facebook techniques that Jubril's going to share with you guys, you're really ready and you have such a strong foundation. And so you not only get as a bonus the YouTube bonuses. We have over 8 hours worth of YouTube bonuses in our members area that you guys are going to be able to tap into and learn an additional form of marketing. But we also have, I do special sessions on how to write ebooks. You guys all get access to my my ebooks that I have written so that you can utilize those as bonuses for your lists. And what I end up doing is I teach my people, our students, really how to start writing your own content and creating your content and put it into an ebook because everyone needs to have value. And so we so you guys get access to not only all these resources, but 30 great lead generation tips, ebooks, the AdWords manifesto, right? Certainly even quick to utilize Facebook marketing techniques, my branding secrets, traction marketing, and so much more resources that we have to offer to you guys. And it's just our way of being able to share our knowledge with you guys and really help you guys become your best self ever. So for those of you guys that really do want to work with us, you can go on over right now to unstoppablefamily.com/yes. Okay, I'm going to go over there with you and show you guys what that page is going to look like. There's a picture of Jubril and I, right? That's thanking you for being part of it. And really going through what you're going to get from our session. Now remember, after midnight tonight, it's going to be 11:88, but because, of course, we are truly committed to your service and to really helping you guys really break through wherever you are right now, we are going to offer it to you until midnight tonight for $888. It's going to go up to $1188 at midnight. But for the very first 8 people, right, that do join today, I'm going to do something very special and add in an even more special bonus. I've had some people that asked about that personal coaching. So I said, you know what, since there's only 13 spots left, and I'm going to give for the very first 8 people that do join one-on-one session. Once you have gone through the course, I'm going to give you guys a 30-minute one-on-one session, a private session to work directly with me. So you guys really do have that session. And guys, I have people that literally pay over $500 an hour just to work directly with us. And you guys are really getting that benefit because we're committed to showing that what we do works, right? If we don't have people that are having testimonials that says what you teach works, right, it's no good for us to be able to teach it. So I'm going to be offering to you guys the first 8 people, a live 30-minute session. So we really get you off on the right start. And those of you also will get an invitation to our workshop that we're hosting in New Orleans as well. But what we also have included, guys, to make it really simple for you, because again, like I mentioned, I know that sometimes it gets difficult, right, when you're first starting off in your business, is I've created this 3-payment. As long as you make your very first payment today of $388, we will give you 6 weeks to make a full payment. So every 2 weeks, you'll be charged an additional $388, and within the 6th week, when our workshop is complete, is when you'll make your very last payment. And we do this, guys, as our commitment to you to really show you how much we care about your business and really want you to succeed. Now, I have some people that have already been part of my workshop in the past, and those of you, because this is a whole new curriculum, those that have joined my workshop in the past, they get a special offer to paying half of the price of the $888. You guys will get this workshop for $488 if you have joined my workshop in the past, because it's completely new, and because of the new Facebook information that we are sharing. This is preparatory information that we are sharing that no one else gets access to. So anyone that would like to rejoin does get that bonus and that benefit of rejoining for half of the $888. And you guys can specially private message me if you'd like to do that. So you guys can take a look here. So you'll be able to come on over to unstoppablefamily.com/yes, and that'll take you on over to this page here. You'll be able to choose right off the bat if you choose the $888 option. If you do choose that $888 option this week, I will be making that private call to really get you guys prepared so I know really how I can help you best. I structure my workshop around certain specific people, and the first 8 will get that private call. And those of you guys that make that $888 today, you guys will get a call this week, and I'll prepare you this week. And really get you guys up and ready to really completely be branded. And so what I want to do now, guys, for those of you guys that are here, there's still a ton of you guys here. I want to make sure you guys, if you have any questions, yes? Okay, so Asha asked for the payment plan. That is our payment plan. It really helps you digest. Is that something good that works for you, Asha? Awesome. Yeah, we want to make sure that it's really applicable for you guys. So as long as you make that very first payment today, then you will, every 2 weeks, we'll have a $388 payment that will be due and for 3 separate payments of $388 to make it digestible. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if some of you guys have some questions. I know we got a lot of people super excited. Leslie said, 90% of her leads are from Facebook, but they're not targeted enough. And I tell you what, Leslie, that is that's the one ways that people burn a lot of money on Facebook, because they're not targeted. So you might get a lot of leads, but you might be spending $5, $8 a lead, and they're not targeted. And what Jubril does, he really goes down and niches into showing you how to really be fully targeted on, with your leads, so then you get such, more targeting, great leads. Okay, so let's see, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna have you guys, any of you guys that have some specific questions, because there are some people that are going to be joining us already. Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, certainly. Let's see, Asha. Yeah, you can send me an email. You guys can go to Unstoppable Family. Did you post it in the link? Okay, unstoppablepamily.com/yes. That'll take you there. And if you do have a private message that you do need to send to me, so I think Asha wants to send me a private message, you can send a email to unstoppablefamily@gmail.com, and I can assist you the best there. But we definitely want to have you joining us, absolutely. All right, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to open it up for Wayne. How do I get this Facebook marketing training? Well, Wayne, you join the workshop and you come and be part of it with us, and you'll get everything that we've got. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Wayne, congratulations. Leslie, I'm super excited to have you working with us. I know that, let's see, there was Maureen. We had Holly as well that joined us. I'm trying to remember all the names off the top of my head. We're super excited to work with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys pop up if you have any questions. Hey there, George, what's happening, brother? I see your hand up. I want to make sure if you have a question, I'm willing and open to answering one for you. You want to jump out of here, George? Your hand is up. Okay, what I'm going to do is put everyone's hand down. I'm hearing some feedback, so I'm going to make sure that it might be that. There you go. If you put everyone's hand down, put your hand up if you have a question. But let's see, there was another question here. Yeah, Wayne, we'd love to have you join us, buddy. Would be awesome. Okay, yeah, this is a great one. Nika, and I can unmute you if you'd like. Does this program work for someone without their own products or even a Facebook page? Well, absolutely. I mean, you certainly, let me ask you specifically what you're looking to do, Nika, because what we, this education is really something that you can take anywhere, and you will get instruction how to create your own page, really how to set up a fan page. Nika, you want to join out here and ask me a more specific question? You should be unmuted, or you can go ahead and type it in. Oh, it said they lost me again. Do you guys still lose me? Can you hear me, Jubril?
I can hear you, Rhonda.
I can hear you, Rhonda. Loud and clear. I can hear you.
You can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so to make sure that you're still being able to hear me?
Yes, you're good.
Yeah? All right, cool. Okay, so Nika, can you hear me now? I want to make sure that you can come out and ask a question if you have one. Because, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say, Jubril, your training is something that people can use really anywhere, and apply to any business. In fact, we've got people that we work with that are they're not even working online, but they're using the Facebook marketing training to build their fan page, to build, their brick and mortar business, to really help connect with more people that are in that targeted audience. You want to add to that at all, Jubril?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. There you are.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much to add to that, but we definitely just go into at a really good pace when going through everything. So we do it. I wouldn't say it's beginner level, but we do it at a very elementary level so that everyone understands, and we take it slow. So it's, no one feels bad about coming out and asking a question if they don't understand anything. And in the first couple of weeks, in the first workshop, I do take it a little slower, just so I understand some people might not even understand what the word PPC stands for. You don't have to be intimidated. If you don't understand some of the language, just say, hey, I don't understand. And I do my best to break down some of the words that I use commonly. And so we just really go through it at a really sweet space. And you can apply it to anything, truly anything out there. I can't really think of an industry that you can't apply the Facebook marketing techniques to. I've just seen everyone that sells everything from T-shirts to custom lights to custom Christmas cards to custom candles, special lingerie, just income opportunities, coaching programs, people that want to coach in holistics, people who want to coach in performance, and it's unlimited. I've seen people just raking it in for all different kind of industries. So you truly can use it in anything. Can you still hear me, Rhonda? Rhonda.
You're good, Jubril.
Second, here she comes.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll actually see if I can see some more questions before Rhonda comes back.
We've got all our computers running on each side. I think my webcam was trying to be shown. We're like, no, don't show the webcam, so it slowed me down. But yeah, guys, if anyone has any more questions, we're here to open. We want you to be successful, and that's really what it comes down to. It's about us helping you the most. And when we sent out and said, what is it that you guys really need? What is it that you need most? It always comes down to that one thing. It's we get overwhelmed and we really don't know how to do it the right way. And that's something that we want to help you guys achieve. So if you guys have any more questions for us, we're totally here to answer them for you. If not, there we go. Hey, look at this. You guys see, we got double computers rolling over here. Awesome. All right, let's see here. Make sure I want to turn that screen off so you guys can hear me. So funny that all this shenanigans happens, all right.
I think Rafa is really enjoying this island life. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to type them in. If I see your hands up, I'll unmute you real quick. I don't really see too many questions, but I'm going to let Rhonda come back out. I know she still has. Okay, there you are. You're back.
So I'm just going to switch computers completely. But guys, yeah, on Monday we actually had a bunch of people come out and share their testimonials with us, but because of the change of the times today, we didn't. But we've got, like Jubril mentioned, we've got some people that have had remarkable results. In fact, Nathan Buchan, who's been working with us directly now for the last 6 months, he wrote me a message. Just said, Rhonda, I was really struggling to have any results, and then once he started implementing and learned his brand